The Trump administration is making another move to take over a high-profile civic space as the president tries to put his mark on the nation's capital. The lease agreement for 3 public golf courses in D.C. has been canceled. The Interior Department is cutting ties with the National Links Trust, the nonprofit organization that has run the courses for the last 5 years. As the Washington Post reports, it says the group failed to, quote, complete required capital improvements and to provide a satisfactory plan to cure alleged defaults under the lease. This follows the president's other high-profile changes to the Capitol, his name being added, likely contrary to the law, to the Kennedy Center, as well as the demolition of parts of the White House and its grounds and the deployment of the National Guard to the district. Let's bring in Will Smith, the co-founder of the National Links Trust. Will, thanks for talking to us. When and how did you learn about the decision to cancel your lease?
Let's see. We got a notice. I guess it was on Tuesday. We got a phone call from our lawyers saying that it had come through, and yeah, that's how we found out.
And the Department of Interior is saying that they canceled this lease with your group because the National Links Trust hasn't fulfilled its obligations. What's your response to that?
Yeah, and that's just we just fundamentally disagree with that. We've worked hand in hand with the National Park Service for 5 years to get our first project at Rock Creek Park Golf Course permitted. It's been a struggle. We've pushed as hard as we possibly can, and you know, we've had great partners in the Park Service, and you know, we were sort of blindsided by this.
What do you think this means for the future of municipal golf in the district?
Yeah, and that's a really good question. We have agreed to stay on to operate the golf courses in a holdover capacity. We really don't know how long that will be. Our understanding is that the administration doesn't have a plan to operate the golf courses going forward. And so if we had decided not to do that, then the courses would be closed right now. And you know, our obligation is to provide affordable and accessible golf to our community and to provide employment to our wonderful team. And so we felt that was really important for us to step in and continue to do that. But we are still waiting to have conversations with the Department of Interior about what that might look like or how long we might be able to do it. And it's definitely a concern. We want to make sure that affordable and accessible golf continues in the district.
As you said, your understanding is that the administration doesn't plan to operate these golf courses. As you know, President Trump already operates a private golf course in Washington, D.C., the Trump National Golf Club. Do you think that there's a conflict here?
You know, I really don't know. I wouldn't want to speculate. Obviously, the president has an unbelievable amount of experience operating golf courses and developing golf courses. And that's part of the reason why we are where we are, I think, is that we were obviously, when we were first approached by the administration about the president getting involved, you know, he has the ability to move mountains, and we had just spent the last 5 years going through this grueling compliance process, trying to cut through red tape, and yeah, I mean, so you know, clearly he loves golf, he knows golf. Whether or not he wants to run these, we don't know, but we do know that his vision for golf is different than ours, at least historically. We would love to get a commitment that he's going to be committed to affordable and accessible golf. But, you know, who knows? We just don't know what his plans are. They haven't really made them public other than what was reported in the Wall Street Journal, talking about how they're going to be beautiful. And, you know, we would love to have that conversation with him to talk about how we could work together and create a viable path forward that creates beautiful spaces for our city that remain accessible to all.
We'll keep following this to see what it means, as you said, for affordable golf in the district. Will Smith, thank you.
Thank you.